This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to Fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 75 of Building Kit from Knight Rider. Let's have a look and see what we will be doing today after looking at Night Lines. This is episode 16 from season 3. We're getting close to the end. I mean, it doesn't feel like the kit's nearly ready, but the episodes must be getting close to the end. I think there are 4 seasons. So we're approaching the end of the 3rd. So yeah. Yes, so that's what's happening in that one. I don't remember that at all. But I'm sure I'll get round to it at some point and watch it. Lots of stuff about the series in this magazine. Pro Jam. Right, so yes, on this issue the hinges are mounted on the inside of the hood. So we've got some more hinge pieces. I was confused when I looked through this, but we've already done, way back when we started doing the hood, we started on one side. So there aren't any parts missing. I thought there should be duplicates of these, but there aren't, because they're already on the model. So we'll get through doing this in a moment. So putting the brackets on, and then not doing anything else with it. We'll put that aside for later. Obviously this will be mounted to the chassis, but we're doing the whole thing with that first. And that's that. We've got no secret file this time round. That's interesting. Right, let's get this out of the way. Let's get this built up. So the parts supplied in this issue. Now I think these ones we're not going to be using yet. So we'll put those aside already. We've got some pistons and other bits to put on. And we've got, from before, the nice shiny hood, the bonnet with the air intake, outtake, whatever. All ready to go. So we've done, as I said, we put these bits on. I'd forgotten. It was so long ago. But we've got a couple of the brackets already on there. So obviously we've got brackets and things to put on the other side, and then more to do over here. So this is the first piece that we're going to mount onto there. So we've already done the same on the first side. So that is going on there. A couple of DM screws to hold that in place. What do they look like? They look like those ones with the D and the M written on them. 2 of those. So these are screws with little washers built into them. They needed to hold this in place. 2 screw holes there. Nice and easy to get those in. And then we'll continue with the other stuff that I've forgotten all about. Attaching those little brackets. Then we should attach the other ends of the brackets to things. It's nice and secure. I'll come back and tighten that up in a moment. Let's get the first one all the way down as well. There we go, that's almost there. It is going into metal, so you don't have to be too gentle with it. Need to make sure it's tight, otherwise it won't hinge and won't fit properly. So that is going on there. Now we're going to be using CM screws from the outside. Hold these in place. I'm going to switch out to a slightly smaller screwdriver for that. One there will be good. So these are fitting from the outside. Now same as the other side, the short one goes on there. Now there are obviously getting these the correct way around. The notch on that one, is there? There is a shape piece which we've got going that way. So the screw goes through here. And then through there. No, this goes on the outside of that. Get it right. You just read that. Through there and then into there. Like so. Now you may notice that I am using my soft mat for this, obviously because the polished side of the hood is all the way on the floor there. I missed the hole. That's why it wasn't going in. Yeah. Feels like it should be there, but I'm missing it. Why am I missing it? No idea. Definitely there. Yes, so while you're working on this, make sure you haven't got anything that's going to cause any damage to the finish on your shiny bits. Nobody wants your shiny bits getting messed up. So that will go in there. Secure, but still moves. Good. And the same with this bit. Once again, getting it the same way around as the other one. So the same, but opposite. So it's then that way round, like that. Onto there. That is not going in there. Right. Why is that not holding in there? Because I'm not putting it in the right place. It needs to go over there. Pay attention. Pictures on this are not the clearest. It could do with just being a little zoomed in on that particular area more so than they have. And it all being black doesn't exactly help matters. When it's black on black, I get confused very easily. Well, that's that. Right. Then we need to align the hole in the head of one of the cylinders. Now, these are both the same, obviously. We're going to be using a DP screw for that. DP? OP, sorry. Which we've got a couple in there, so get them both out, because I've no doubt we shall be doing the other side momentarily. I'll leave it stuck to there like that. That'll do. But this is then going through there. So it goes through there and into this. Or is that the other way around? Going to have a closer look at that and see, because I can't quite make out without getting in closer. And even then, not overly clear. Looking ahead to the next page, it is on the other side of it. So it is going through there first. Screw still in there. Okay, so it's going through the hood and then into cylinder. That's working. There we go. That's going in there. Good. Right, then we need one of these and one of these. And that is also going into using a CM screw for this one. I like to mix up their screws a bit. Lots of CM screws in this pack. I wonder why there's so many. I only want one. There we go. There's one. So this is going, get that the right way round. That way round. Through this first. And then into there. That is that. Nice. That will do it. It still moves. Good. Right, then we need to get this lined up. Gently slide the support rods upwards at an angle of about 45 degrees. Insert the piston rod. At the same time, bring the base down to meet the ends of the support rod. And we will be using CM screws to hold that in place. So let's get two of those out. One of those away. Right, so we're getting the piston rod into the piston. Like so. Isn't it? Is. That's fit, doesn't it? Does fit, it's just tight. But yeah, that's in there. We'll go in there a little bit further. Good. And then we need to line up these with that. There's only going to be one place that they can go. One at the end here. Just need to know they both go through the bracket first and then through the bit that you're screwing it into. So that's going to go in there like that. Through there and then into there. I think that's lining up. Can't see from this angle why it's not lining up. I was a little bit too low by the looks of it, so let's try that one more time. Through there and into there. Might have been easier to get this done first before putting that piston in, but I don't know how much give I've got on that piston just by rotating this around. So one of the trickier moments on this build. So that's gone in there a couple of turns. That's okay for now. Let's get the other side in as well. That's again going through there, into there. Right at the top there. There we have it. That's in there a couple of turns. So that is that. I need to do exactly the same on the other side, which I should do. We've already done the difficult bit with those. So we'll get the piston on, we'll get that mounted into that, and then we'll get that on there, and I'll come back and show you it when it's done. Okay, I had some trouble with the other side. The first side, no trouble at all. It's all tightened up, gone on there lovely. It works, it hinges down. I'm assuming that's where it needs to be when it's shut. And when it opens, obviously, it will act and pivot and hold itself open. This side uses different screws. I'm sure that they've changed something on this first bracket. So it wasn't actually going together properly. So I've taken it off to get more easily access to bits of it. And it goes in there different. I've tried doing the same as the other side from the outside and different screw, and it just wasn't fitting. So I've put that now back to how they said to do it, and it does work. Just easier to take it off to do that. So I'll get that back on there. But then that is the end of this week's build. We've got some screws left over, obviously, as well. And the two other brackets, which I don't know what they're for yet, but I'll put those back in there. I'll put those back away, and we'll be ready for next time. So thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. I'll see you for the next part very, very shortly. Bye-bye for now.